Hey everybody, Nick Alberici here back with another video, Week 18 NFL picks and predictions. Happy New Year to all. I hope everybody had a good Christmas. So last week was another wild week. I did pretty well. I went 14-2. I think the only game we had different, you had the Bears, I had the Seahawks.
Okay.
And so my overall record's 184 and
No,
71.
actually, we had there's a couple picks that we had different.
Well, the one I remember, but 184 and 71 I am. I'm just going to come short of, actually, I got to sweep the board this week, yes, to get 200 wins. That ain't gonna
It
happen.
ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, so,
That's
yeah. So, but hey, that's pretty good. So let's get into it. This week 18 is the weirdest week, but
I do have to say that last week, how I called that the Vikings is my lock of the week and how bad Green Bay is overrated.
yeah,
That held true.
yeah.
So as a Lions fan, I gave him the respect. The respect is due because you know what, you have to respect teams because you know what, when you shit on them, and then if they beat you, then it really makes you look like an asshole. Um, so now that it's going to come down. This is the week, man. This is for they say all the marbles. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
All right.
So, all right. First game. Oh boy. Ravens home against the Browns. Ravens are 17.5 point favorites. Over on is 42.5. I think it's the biggest spread I've seen all year. But what I told you last night, I'm going to stick to it. 34-10 Ravens.
Yeah, I mean, like Cleveland should just have a bunch of kids that play in like a sandlot and say, "Hey, you guys want to play for us this week?" Because, like, why even show up? Why bother? Like, they're getting their cruises and their vacations set up, and Dorian Thompson Robinson, he probably put his application in at like the corner family grocery store or something like that because he just doesn't belong in the NFL. And I say it all the time. But anyway, Baltimore should win this game. I mean, they'll probably play, some kind of prevent defense or whatever, but it should be 41-14. It should be easy peasy for Baltimore, and you sit Lamar, in the third quarter, or you don't play in the fourth quarter.
See, that's where the half could screw people, though. It could be a 17
And you
point
get
game.
fucked in the hook.
You know what I'm saying? So, all right, then we got the other. These are Saturday games, by the way. So that was the 4:30 Saturday game. This is the 8 o'clock Saturday game. Bengals at Steelers. Bengals are 1.5. Over on is 48.5. I'll just take the Bengals because they just have to win, and they're not going to get in because I don't see KC winning. But I just feel like the Steelers' offense just hasn't looked right, and Cincinnati should light them up. So it might be a little bit of a prove it that we should have been there type of game. So Bengals win. I'm going to say 31-21.
Yeah, I mean the game is 1.5 for a reason. I think everybody looks at this game like, oh, Pittsburgh, they're an underdog at home. Cincinnati has the worst record of the two teams, but Cincinnati has the better quarterback, the better receivers. I guess Chase Brown, he's probably might sit out. I don't know how bad his injury was.
Shit, even Gesicki's having a good year. And I like the other dude they have, the receiver. I forget his
I can
name.
tell you, Chase Brown screwed a lot of people out of a touchdown last week when he goes down at like the 1 yard line and then he hurts himself.
Yeah.
Dude, just get in there. You know what I mean? Like they weren't gonna come back on you. So sometimes players do the smart thing, which ends up being a stupid thing. So he avoided a serious knee injury. Luckily, the way he went down. But this is a game where 1.5. A lot of people are going to be taking the Bengals, their offense, but watch the Steelers win this game in ugly fashion. I would say 21-20 Steelers.
All right.
That 1.5 is going to flip the other way, and the Steelers will win by a point. It's the Vegas tricks. They try to trick you.
All right. Next game we have the Panthers at the Falcons. Falcons are 7.5. Over on is 48.5. I'll take Atlanta, I guess. Because the Panthers are not full strength, and but Penix.
He's not good.
Yeah, so I mean, I'll just say Atlanta. I'll just say 27-20.
Yeah, I mean, it's another game. No Chuba Hubbard. The offense, other than Thielen, like, who does anything on this team? So, this is your I would say, 23-17 Atlanta.
All right. Then we got the Commanders at Cowboys. Commanders are 4.5. Over-under is 44.5. That's in Dallas. That's why the line is only 4.5. But that seems about right, I guess. I'll definitely take.
Yeah, it would be 7.5 if
Yeah,
it was in Washington.
The Commanders aren't going to get swept by Dallas this year, so the Commanders are going to win. And like, if they win this game, they're the 6th seed, no matter what. And that means Green Bay would have to go to Philly. So I'll take the Commanders, obviously. So I'm going to say, I think Philly's going to be a high scoring, like a 31-24. You know what I mean? It's just a division game. So 31-24 Commanders.
Yeah, I say 23-20 Washington in this game, because Dallas, they always score better at home than on the road.
Yeah,
it seems like that indoor, even though they don't have CD, or they don't really have any weapons over there, they'll still keep it close. Division game, 23-20. Washington squeaks it out.
Yeah. All right. And then we got Green Bay home against the Bears.
The overrated Bay.
Packers
Against the hapless Bears.
Packers are 9.5. Over-under is 40.5. The Bears, I just don't know how bad they are. So Green Bay's going to win. The Bears haven't won since week 7 was their last win. So they've been checked out ever since. So Packers win 30-17.
Yeah, I say Packers win this game. I say 27-14. Packers they just don't score a lot.
Yeah.
It's just weird. Like, this offense, it's just it's the Packers, man. They're overrated. Overrated.
Yeah. All right,
nothing else to say about the game.
Actually, the most underwhelming team coming into the year is probably the Bears for the NFC. Everybody thought.
Yeah, you figure with the Bears, with their, improving, you had Caleb Williams, you got DJ Moore, you had Odunze, you had Keenan Allen. You figure, wow, they got some weapons over there. You know what I mean? But you know what? They had everybody fooled.
Yeah. All right, then we go to Texans at Titans. Tennessee's 1.5. Over-under 38.5. So D'Amico Ryan said that starters are going to play a little bit. So I don't know what a little bit is. Is it the first quarter?
It's either the first quarter or it might be the first two series.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll play a full half. This way, Texans legend Davis Mills will come in at quarterback.
He might do better than what Shroud's been doing. But oh boy, Tennessee already got him this year. This is one of these games you just don't know who's gonna win. So I'll just take. I guess I'll just take Tennessee. I don't know. Well, actually. Tennessee's going to win. They're going to fuck up their draft position. That's what's going to happen. All the fans are going to be like, no. Titans fans. So that's what's going to happen. Tennessee's going to win. They're going to screw up their draft pick. And I'm going to say they win 23-20.
Yeah. I say the same thing, Tennessee. I say 20-17. Tennessee, I guess, I don't know if Spears is playing.
I'm sure he'll play their guys.
No. He got hurt. That's what screwed me in fantasy, because he had 13.5. He had like 2 points the whole second half, and I was like, where the hell's he at? So
yeah. All right, and then Jaguars at the Colts. Indy's 5.5. Over-under is 45.5. What a debacle that was last week for the Colts, giving up 45 points to the stinking Giants.
Yeah.
I don't even know who's starting. Flacco, it doesn't matter. I just think the Colts will win. The Jags, Monday, as soon as you wake up, Doug Peterson fired. So, Colts win. I think Colts actually ended on a good note. So I'm going to say 31-17.
Yeah. I say 27-17.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And then
Colts.
Yeah.
Colts.
Then we got the Bills at the Patriots. Buffalo's 2.5. Over-under is 38.5. So that's telling you Josh Allen's sitting. Or at least maybe playing a drive. But
I don't think he plays at all.
Nope. All right. So Patriots win. Another team's going to screw their draft pick. Because right now they have the number one pick, by the way. And they're going to trade it if they get that. So Patriots win. Screw themselves. And I'm gonna say they don't. Oh God, none of these teams. I mean, they don't. Patriots don't score, but I'd say they'll score in the Buffalo backup. So 26. It's gonna be like a 26-17, 9-point Patriots win.
I say this is going to be 24-20, but I say Buffalo, only because Mitch Trubisky's in there. He's got he's not bad. He's not a bad backup, and you're gonna have other guys like Ray Davis will be in there, running back. They have a lot of different. You have Dawson Knox will be at tight end. You have some of those other receivers that they have. They have good. They have a lot of depth at receivers out there. So even though they're their backups, their backup guys are still decent enough to beat an anemic Patriots team that has no running game, and the receivers stink, and their number one weapon is Hunter Henry. So Buffalo still wins that.
We'll see.
There's a reason why Buffalo's favored.
Yeah, we'll see.
And people are going to be like, oh, no, they don't need to win. But Buffalo still win the game.
All right, then we got Giants at Eagles. Eagles are 3, over under 38.5. So as of right now,
it just changed to -3, -120.
Yeah, it's funny. That's the second week in a row it's happened.
Yeah.
Tanner McKee, I believe, is going to start. I mean, no point in playing the other guys. So I don't know if Barkley is going to play. Personally, if I was the Eagles, I would not, because the Giants are going to be out for blood. I'm going to try to hurt them something. But I still think the Eagles win because the Giants are that bad. And, it's just how it is. So Eagles win. And I still think they're going to blow them out because, again, the Giants are that bad. So it's going to be like a 27-10 type of win, Eagles.
Yeah, I say 24-17 Eagles win. I think that they're gonna probably have Saquon in there just to see how the game goes, and if he starts getting his yards in chunks, they're gonna leave him in until he breaks the record, and then they're gonna pull him. I just think that they want to stick it up the Giants' ass, because the Giants literally said when Saquon was in negotiations, and it's been on film, him saying this is, you really think that Saquon's going to run for 2,000 yards? So is he really worth the money? Because they said are the Bears are in the running and the Bears are in the lead, and we think Philly's out.
Well,
that was on record, I saw. So they want to stick it up that, hey, he was going to get us. He got us 2,000 yards. You know what? Now he's going to break the record.
Remember though, the record I called the not so actual record because he had one extra game to do it.
Yeah, I know, but you know what? It happens in baseball.
Yeah,
games used to be 140 games, now 162, and it just records are they're all made to be broken. So,
all right, and then we got, if you want to, I'm really not gonna say lock of the week this week. It's so weird and there's so many. But if you were gonna play some parlays, the ones we just said, Ravens. But here's another one that's big on here: Tampa Bay at home against the Saints. Tampa wins, they get the division. So 13.5-point favorites against Spencer Stinking Rattler.
Yeah.
Over under 43.5. To be honest, this game, I could see this game being like 35-14 Tampa Bay. It's just the Saints are just so bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 30-10 Tampa. I mean, the Saints just have nothing.
They don't do anything for
They have nothing, and that quarterback, and just like I said last week, the albino quarterback is so bad. He's another one that stinks.
All right, and then we're on to the 4:00 window. Broncos are 9.5 against the Chiefs at home. Over under is 38.5. I saw a report. I don't know how accurate this is, that Wentz might not even play. The Chiefs. I read the Chiefs don't want Cincinnati in the playoffs that bad because Burrow against Mahomes, the factor into it. They might start their practice squad quarterback. I don't even know the guy's name. But if that's I don't think it doesn't matter. I just think the Broncos are going to win anyway, because if they lost this game, that's a debacle. So Broncos win. I don't even know what Kansas City's going to do on offense. I'm just going to say like 27-13.
Yeah, Chiefs are still going to have, even their backups, they have so much depth at receiver and running back. They have guys, so Chiefs will still I mean, I can't see them just throwing a guy that's never had any NFL experience.
That'd be crazy and
Just
funny.
put him in a game like that. I can't see it. So I think Wentz starts. I think Wentz will do pretty well, but not enough, obviously, to beat Denver. And Denver, they're usually good for in that 27 to 30 point, game. So I could see 27-17 Denver.
All right, then we got the Chargers at the Raiders. Chargers are 5.5. Over-under is 41.5. Yeah, again, Raiders, another team. A mess. Chargers, they're, I think, the 6th seed right now. But if Pitt loses, I believe they could flip-flop. I think so. So, Chargers win. Definitely cover. They'll win by 10 here. So, I'm going to say 27-17.
Okay. Chargers have been on a roll lately. Harbaugh, he's just a good coach, man. He just, there's something about those brothers. But
nobody thought they'd win this many games.
Yeah, and with less than they had last year.
Yeah.
Less with the running backs of Gus Edwards and J.K. Dobbins, who were,
cast-offs.
Dobbins has been hurt every single year in his career. I know he's been around for like 3 years, but he's always getting hurt. And you wouldn't expect that. So their defense is really good too, the Chargers. So I can't see the Raiders doing anything over here. Bowers got his record. I wouldn't even be surprised if they just sat Bowers just in case he doesn't get hurt. I mean, what does he have to play? What does he have to play for?
He tears up his knee, and next year he's going to be out.
So I think Chargers should roll in this game. Chargers should win this game 28-10.
All right. Then we got Seahawks at the Rams. Seattle's 5.5. Over-under is 38.5. So this is surprise. I know the Rams already clinched the division, but I'm surprised that they would sit everybody. So meaning if they lose and the Buccaneers win, the loser of our game would go to LA. So I'm surprised the Rams would want to have to play one of the winner of our games. I don't like
especially that. If they lose and you have Detroit going to LA, if it works out that way.
I don't like that too much.
Yeah.
A tough game like that, if we lose and we have to go there, oh boy, after,
well,
so I guess Seattle.
I mean, that line's telling you
Seattle's going to win.
Yeah.
So, but the Rams haven't looked too good, so I shouldn't be scared. So Seahawks win, I guess 27-16, something like that. So 27-16 Seahawks.
Yeah, it's going to be a low scoring, especially if Stafford doesn't play. So I could see it being 24-14 Seattle, obviously.
Then we got the Dolphins at the Jets. Miami's 1.5. Over-under is 39.5. Wow, I'm surprisingly 1.5, maybe 2. But even if he is out or whatever, Miami's still winning. That Jets team, Rodgers couldn't even do shit last week. Tyrod Taylor had.
Like I said, I always say about Rodgers, he's going to get eaten up.
Yeah. So
famous line.
Dolphins win here. I think it's going to be the ugly game.
I don't even know who if Tua is going to be playing. I have no idea.
I'm assuming he is.
This guy,
So I'll just say 23-14 Dolphins.
Yeah, I mean, Rodgers 100% last game as a Jet. There's no way they keep him. I mean, he's just the guy's just a cancer, man. He's just a cancer.
He's weird too.
That spreads, and there's no way that he's back with the Jets. Especially like that. Well, I mean, if you look at the season that he's had, like his stats they're not bad. His stats aren't bad. They just don't win.
I just think he'll retire, and everybody's gonna want that distraction.
So, especially if Rex Ryan, if he goes over there as coach, he's a no bullshit coach, even though he hasn't coached in years. But I don't think he wants that distraction, and a new coach is going to want to bring their own guy in. So, regardless, I just don't know if Miami still has enough to even win this game, especially if Tua doesn't play. So just think that they know it's the last game. I get to see the Jets winning this game 23 to 20. Jets they'll just squeak it out. Rodgers gets his win. He'll go to Devontae. Devontae will have like 18 targets. Just keep going to him and go to him, especially if he thinks he's done.
Yeah.
So if you're in any DraftKings or anything like that, take Devontae Adams because.
Or if you're in a Week 18 fantasy.
Yeah, just take Devontae Adams. He's going to get his boy the ball.
All right, then the last 4 o'clock game, we have 49ers at Cardinals. Arizona's 4.5. Over-under 42.5.
Purdy got hurt last night, and I just got the alert before we did this that he's most likely not going to play because of the damage he received. Why risk him?
Yeah, it's no point. So
right.
That means Joshua Dobbs will get the start.
Ooh, two albinos playing in the same week.
Former Cardinal quarterback, Viking last year. So, but the Cardinals will win here because, Dobbs might win it, but I doubt it. He might, So I'm going to say Cardinals win 28. I think Dobbs will be able to move it, so I'm going to say 28-20.
Yeah.
Cardinals, 28-20 Cardinals.
Yeah. Jake Moody, that guy. I called every one of his missed kicks in the game last night, too.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I said this guy sucks. Watch, he's going to miss us. Boom, man. Said it again. Watch, he's going to miss. Sucks, missed. So, I don't know what's going on over there. They've mailed it in. So I say Cardinals win this game. A little bit of a revenge, but I say it's going to be 27-21 Cardinals.
And next year, San Francisco, I looked at their schedule, what they're projected to play. If they stay healthy, I don't see how they lose more than three games. That they got Tennessee, they got all these shitty.
So they'll get a good draft pick.
Yeah, and then they'll get the easiest.
They'll get their guys back healthy, and then they'll have an easy schedule. So. I don't know what the over-under for wins will be next year. It might be higher, but if it's low, you might want to hammer that shit.
Right, it was 9.5.
Yeah.
So it should be fun.
And here we go.
And here it is. Sunday Night Football, Vikings at Lions. So this is nuts. So the Lions are 2.5. The over-under is 56.5.
Okay, the over-under went down a point from last night. Right after the game, it was 57.5. Because I was kind of messing with like my bets and what I wanted to do for next week. So now it went down a whole point today.
So not only does this game have the NFC North on it, number 1 seed, the bye. So that's what you get as the winner. The loser, you're thinking, we're gonna get Tampa, but now the loser might have to go to LA, play the Rams. The loser has to be the first ever team to have 14 wins as a wild card, which is not even fair at that point. And then the only positive thing is for the loser is. Next year, you get the second place schedule instead of the first place schedule. So, if McCarthy starts me having, it might be better.
So, here we go.
So, obviously, I have to sit here and take the Vikings. I can't just pick against us. From what I saw from the Lions defense last night against San Francisco, I know Purdy had some questionable balls, but that was, shit. San Francisco might think about bringing Darnold back next year and not paying Purdy. It's so bad. I think this comes down to whose defense I think is going to get the big stop. And, I just feel like we haven't given the highest we've given them out this year point wise to them, 31. And it's just going to be a good game, man. It's going to
be a war here. We're going to be pissed off and we're going to be happy. It's
going to come down to, I think, like last time, last second play. Luckily this time we have Hawk back and then Blake Cashman. We haven't lost a game with him there yet. So I just got to stick to my thing when I told him weeks ago if this is going to happen. I'm going to say I have 2 ones here. I'm going to do what you did a couple weeks ago. You went ballsy. Remember, I said 34-31, but I'm going to change that. I'm going to say 37-30 Vikings. TJ Hawkinson, game-winning touchdown. Back where it all started. He got hurt. But I just think it might not be what time run out. It might be within 2 minutes. And Minz D gets to stop something. It's got to be something crazy like that. It's got to be a crazy. And the NFL wants it that way. They've already got it this way. So they want it that way. So, but I wouldn't be surprised no matter what happens. This is a rematch in the playoffs. So 37-30. Yeah.
All right. So this game
weird.
is the biggest, before they said when they played Stafford last year in that playoff game, that was going to be the biggest game like in the history of the Lions, just besides the 1957 championship.
Probably the biggest game
Right.
of my lifetime.
So this game is huge, and you got to understand that home crowd has like tremendous like for false starts and for the quarterback not being able to hear things and player movement and all that. So you don't understand how crazy that's going to be, because you think Lions fans are going to be selling their tickets to Vikings fans. No, and it's not, unless they get a shit ton of money. This is going to be an all-out decibel level of craziness. So, and
Vegas wants to make money. The over-under is 56. And
the Lions have been the number one seed in the NFC basically just about all year, right? And they're going to wait till the last game of the year to just lose and lay an egg, right? I respect Minnesota, but I don't. And I'm kind of either way. I'm kind of on the fence about it. But that home field advantage is huge. The coach is just going to be up for this game so much. The player's going to be up for it so much. I know, but there's going to be a mistake somewhere where somebody's going to screw up. There's going to be a tip ball. There's going to be a punch out, turnover. This game, any way how you look at it, is going to be between 1 and 7 points. That's how close it's going to be. Odds are it's probably going to be a game-winning field goal, whoever has the ball last.
Record, man.
So, and this is so hard because I'm going back and forth, but I'm not going to bet against the Lions. I'm not going to say the Lions are going to lose this game, but this is humongous, and the ratings for this game are going to be crazy. So, all in all, I'm going to say the Lions are going to have to score because of their defense and the injuries on the defense. The Lions are going to have to score and not get stopped. And I think by playing Buffalo in that game where we lost and we didn't score in those early possessions, I think that was a big learning game. And we were 8-0 on the road, right? We had 2 losses at home. I just don't think we're going to get a third loss at home. You come to our house, and we're going to win this game, and it's going to be 37-34 Lions.
Damn, that'll be a disaster for our defense.
And you know what? Hats off to Minnesota. They get their 5th seed. You know what? Earn it. Win a playoff game. Don't get ass in the first round.
That's the only issue I'm worried about,
right?
Man.
Because, everybody knows that's the Minnesota thing. They've been getting ass in the first round. Win that first round game, then you win your second game. Then eventually you may face us. But, you may have to go to Philly. And that's going to be a tall task. So, prove it to everybody, to all the naysayers out there who talk shit on Minnesota.
They already proved it, yeah.
And they didn't prove shit because they're not winning playoff games. So, you know what? Prove it. Back your shit up. All their guys. The coach. I call him String Bean. Make him. Hey man, yeah man. Hey, we got our love in this room. Hey man. Like Dan Campbell. Man, we're gonna. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be crazy. But you know what? Minnesota really has something to prove if people want to take them serious. Because let's face it, I just think that. Even though Lions have their injuries, we're going to get Anzalone back for the playoffs. And we're saying Montgomery, for his third opinion, he is not going to need surgery. We're going to get him back as well. And then who knows what's going to happen after that. Because you get those 2 guys, a big guy in your D and a huge guy in your offense. Because let's face it, Gibbs, he's tough to stop, man. But, Reynolds last night, he's valuable, man. He holds on to that ball. So, and you can turn your nose up all you want because he doesn't know other guys on other teams. He only knows his team. He just doesn't know who Craig Reynolds is. But as a Lions fan, you know your guys on your team. You know guys that are going to come through for you. So, Watch out for our trick plays too.
All right, we'll see. So
Can't wait.
Should be a good one. That's just the one thing I'm worried about. And you lose, and you got to go to the Rams. You got to face McVay. So well coached. That'd be a disaster, but
Can't wait. Can't wait.
we'll see. We'll see what happens. So
Otherwise, if you guys are gonna bet,
take the over.
take the over or do a teaser. I mean, I have stuff in already, and I had a big week last week. So
All right.
just pulled out $1,000.
So, all right, well, that's it. Last regular season video. I'm not going to be keeping a record of playoffs. So, after next week, that'll be it for records of the year. There's no point in sitting here in the playoffs. Oh, NFC Championship weekend. My record last week was stupid because there's only 2 games. So, that's all I got. Hope everybody has a good New Year's. Already in January, fellas.
Withdraw 1,000 if you could say it. Love it.
So, hope everybody enjoys the week. Enjoy the game. Next week I'll be coming on here. If you lose, no matter which way it is,
dude.
no matter which way you lose, we go. I'm like, all right, new season.
You're
playoff.
still in there, man.
Yeah,
I mean, us or you, we're still in there.
so-
But
So that's all I got. See you guys next week. Now next week I'm probably not gonna do a video on Tuesday. I might do it Wednesday or Thursday, closer to the playoffs.
probably Wednesday because
midweek.
I'll be off going to the Sixers game and I'll be in the video because we have to talk about our game.
yeah. So Wednesday, it'll be Wednesday, not Tuesday, because usually it's Tuesday because you have Thursday night games and now there's no more of that shit. So, all right, see you guys
Hey
next
guys,
week.
anyway, if you want to check out my account, check me at Chef Joe Sports Cards on here. Give me a follow too. So,
All right, see you guys next week. Skol Vikes.
go Lions!
All right.